Hello, it's Blue Orange 22. Trevor Bauer is now innocent. I'm sure you've seen the story, the texts that have come out from his accuser. It's pretty cut and dry. I'm not going to go into the article. I've linked it down below. I'm sure everyone's caught up at this point. We now have proof pretty much that the accusations against Trevor Bauer was false. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about false accusations in general and the implications of this story and what they mean. Because remember just how badly Trevor Bauer was crucified on the media and social media. Everybody was so sure he was guilty. And I remember very, very specifically on social media, on Reddit, whenever I would try and defend him, whenever I would try and talk about false accusations, I was called, misogynist, an incel. And this is the typical playbook about people talking about false accusations, is they try and label you misogynistic or an incel or alt-right or even right-wing if you try and talk about false accusations of sexual assault. Well, now it turns out that Trevor Bauer is innocent. So again, I'm not going to go into his story in great detail. Let's talk about what this case actually means. First of all, hopefully, some of the more high-profile cases of false accusations are beginning to get people to realize that false accusations against men exist. Look at the Johnny Depp case. Look at this case. It happens more than people think. But notice how some media sources are being completely silent on this. Some media sources are barely talking about these new texts and basically the fact that we have evidence that Trevor Bauer is innocent. But those media sources had no problem 2 years ago crucifying him and telling everybody that he's guilty of sexual assault, that he's a rapist, etc. Now, when evidence comes out showing that he's innocent, these same media sources completely silent. So one of the things I've noticed when it comes to false accusations is a lot of people are making this a political thing, like a left-wing or a right-wing issue. Why? Why is it considered right-wing to talk about false accusations? Why is it considered, even now, I've noticed people saying that they're uncomfortable because they don't want to acknowledge the fact, they do acknowledge the fact that these texts make Trevor Bauer seem innocent, but it's uncomfortable because they don't want to sound right-wing or they don't want to sound conservative by saying so. That's not a conservative thing. If there's evidence showing that someone is innocent, then there's evidence showing that someone is innocent. That has nothing to do with right versus left. So that's the first major point that I want to make about false accusations. The second, it's about the accuser. The woman who accused him is a criminal. She deserves to go to prison. Think about what she was willing to do. Think about the lie that she was willing to tell. Think about the damage that she was willing to inflict on an innocent person. In what universe is that not a crime? At the very least, if you're one of the people who doesn't think that false accusations of rape should lead to a prison sentence, which I'm about to get to in a few seconds, at the very least, didn't she commit extortion? Didn't she basically commit theft? If you are trying to extort millions of dollars from someone based on a lie, is that not extortion? Now, feminists will often say that we shouldn't punish people who make false accusations because it'll make real victims afraid to come forward. That is absolutely nonsense. We wouldn't be punishing people who make an accusation and then can't prove it in court. We only punish people if they make an accusation and then we can prove that they lied in court. So let's say someone is sexually assaulted and they go to court and go to trial and the rapist gets off, right? They're found not guilty for whatever reason, lack of evidence or whatever. That doesn't mean the person that made the accusation is now, take them to jail. They made an accusation and it was false, so no. It would only be something that we punish if there is proof that the person who made the accusation knowingly lied and intentionally lied, maliciously lied, concocted a whole plan to falsely frame someone for a crime that they know they didn't commit. That is when you would punish someone for a false accusation. But if you don't think that false accusations should result in a prison sentence, ask yourself why not, and really think about just how damaging a false accusation can be. My name is Blue Orange 22. I'm back. I've been gone for a while. I've made 2 videos just before this. on incels, and my email box kind of blew up. So I've been thinking about how to come back and what my first video is going to be. I'm going to address those videos in my next video. I just wanted to touch on this story with Trevor Bauer because it is such a major story. But I am going to address those videos in my next video. So anyway, I'm Blue Orange 22. Thanks for watching.